Hi, good morning. How are you guys doing? It's great to see you. Hope you guys have been having a wonderful day. You're all taking care during these crazy Dokkan global times because things have been insane. Just kind of wanted to give you guys an update. There has been no update. All I know is that they are working on the fix right now. That's pretty much it. We have no deadlines. We have no idea when it's going to be back up. A lot of the events, all that, we have zero clue how it's going to work. But I did a survey 18 hours ago, basically asking you guys in my community tab how many Dragon Stones, basically for you to not be upset at Dokkan. So we're going to be going over that on top of a couple of other different topics. And by the way, I just wanted to go ahead and say thank you guys so much for the support. The amount of subs that we jumped up yesterday was absolutely insane, man. So thank you guys. If you are new, subscribing would help. You know, we are fighting for that 3,000 mark, so let's keep fighting. So I went with 4 different options, right? I went 4 different options with options that I'm personally okay with, right? Like options that I am personally fine with. And those 4 options were 50 Dragon Stones with mouse items, because again, we haven't gotten a whole lot of mouse items on global, so it would have been kind of nice for global Dokkan to basically be able to get those mouse items, which is very poggers, so that would be pretty cool. Then the other option was 100 Dragon Stones without any mouse items, because I understand if they're going to give us 100 Dragon Stones, you know, it's going to be a pretty, it's going to be a pretty good chunk. That's definitely not a small amount. Like 100 Dragon Stones is usually something we get from top grossing. That's why I just put 100 Dragon Stones by itself, because I don't think we should really get anything else with it, right? For the most part. Then we got 200 Dragon Stones. And by the way, the votes were kind of like, a lot of people went with the 50 stones. Some people went with the 100. And then we got like 4% for the 200. Not many people went for that. Then the last option, which was this 300, which seems to be, well, a lot of people in my comment section, people like on Twitter, people on Reddit, people just in general have been really actually wanting that 300, which I'll be honest, I feel like 300 is definitely plausible because this is such like a big deal. So let me go ahead and paint you a picture, right? To give you a reason why this situation is actually as big of a deal as it is. It's mainly from the fact that here's the thing. So YouTube, the YouTubers, the Twitter, the Reddit users, we're all kind of like a very small portion compared to the, almost 400 million players that we currently have. We're very small compared to everybody else, right? Like 100%. We are a very, very small minority within like the actual Dokkan community. We're definitely probably like the most active, but Dokkan's a very casual game that we kind of have to remember that. So a lot of players who are new or like maybe started during like the 6-year celebration on like global, like let's say during the 6th year on JP, people saw videos popping up for the 6th year, so people were like, oh, you know what, I want to start playing Dokkan, I want to start getting into the groove of it on my global account. All those people who are trying to beat events, trying to get Dragon Stones and saving for the 6th year, which there's a lot of people who do that. Unfortunately, can't do that right now, right? And I know a lot of people are saying, oh, you can just grind links, you can just play the game normally, but that's how we play. Everybody has to remember that. That's how we play it, because we've already beaten everything. Not everybody's beaten it. We're a very small portion to 400 million people, or like 350 million people. Like, we're not like most people who play Dokkan are like the most casual players in the world. They don't care. They're just there to play the game casually, kind of, ride around and kind of just finish things off. Like, they're not really going hard in Dokkan. They're not really like going, playing Extreme Super Battle every day or Legendary Goku event every day or doing this and that every day. These guys are basically just playing very casually, right? So that's why this is so like such a downfall, because right now, like, look at it as a business standpoint, right? Let me paint you guys a picture. Business standpoint, Dokkan has a couple 100,000 people every day playing the game, or 100,000 people, right? They have a couple people playing it. When this happens, and all those casual players who can use items in their events, who actually can't beat Dokkan events, who can't beat like Extreme Super Battle or Legendary Goku event, those players are gonna be like, well, I'm not gonna play the game anymore. For what? Like, for what? Like, there's no reason, right? There's absolutely no reason. What the heck is that? Like, there's no reason for them. So those players who are dropping the game are hurting the overall daily players for Dokkan, which also looks bad in the app stores. It looks bad in that. It kind of stops pushing things out a bit, right? It's like it just kind of goes into full circle on why this is actually so detrimental to Dokkan Battle. And you know, hopefully, obviously we know that to work out. They have to be worked out. There's no way that they don't know. I feel like we're either going to get a notice tonight or we're going to get a notice probably on Monday. Because again, these guys usually take like Saturdays and Sundays off. So this update will probably, it's going to be done by Sunday. I'm pretty sure like we'll be fine by Sunday. But it's all these days of just like, for one, we lost content because World Tournament is actually gone. Like we have no content, right? All we got was the EZAs. So we lost content as like on top of not being able to play the game. So that's already bad, right? We lost what, like 35 Dragon Stones, 40 stones from World Tournament, the missions, the rewards. We're missing literally all of that. And people are like meaning like, oh, I don't care about World Tournament. Okay, but same day is literally right around the corner. Same day is right now, bro. We have no Dragon Stones. We have nothing. There was nothing to grind. We had an EZA and that was it. So that's already bad. That's actually very detrimental for Saiyan Day for a lot of people because people aren't going to be able to summon. And not a whole lot of people have money. Obviously, a lot of like players don't. You know, Dokkan's really carried by whales. I know, man. But like that's like that's the bad thing. It's honestly not a good thing, man. It's not good at all. So you know, you already have all those things kind of like itching at Dokkan, basically like grabbing them, and it hurts. It definitely hurts. So yeah, no, this is actually a lot more serious than like anybody's like making out to be. I know like a lot of people commenting on other videos or people like in the community saying, oh, this isn't a big deal. Like, no, this is a big deal. Like this is actually hurting their overall daily player base. This is hurting casual players. Like casual players are very important to gacha games. Like a gacha game cannot be carried just by a whale. It just, bottom line, can't. Whales can't carry gacha games. Well, that's a lie. I mean, Fate Grand Order does it, but I don't think we have a lot less truths in Dokkan than like we have in like Fate, right? So you know, it's unfortunate. So we'll see what happens. Again, I'm aiming more towards like 50 to 100 Dragon Stones. Watch them just do like 5 or like 7. I saw somebody on Twitter today, I think Darkson was like, oh, they usually give 3 Dragon Stones a day for these type of things. But since this is so detrimental and like the game's literally unplayable, nah, this deserves more than that. This deserves actually like a good chunk. And I'll keep saying that this deserves more because, again, so many like they're just turning so many players off. So many players are just, you know, walking away from this, just you know, pissed off and upset. So, we'll see. Right now, I haven't been playing Dokkan. I'm just logging in, you know, and. You know, that says a lot, because so I can only imagine everyone else who's just not playing. And people who say, oh, go play different games, go get a life, that's a bad argument. Because if Dokkan's the only game that you play and it's like your baby, who's to tell you to go do something else, right? Who's to tell you that? So don't listen to that. You know, you have all the right to be upset. You have all the right in the world to be mad about the situation. Don't listen to people when they say, you know, there's plenty of other games to go play. Like, if Dokkan's your main game and like this is like a game that you're like heavily invested in, those people who are telling you that have been playing the game for 6 years and obviously they're already kind of like, you know, drifting from it, don't listen to that, man. You know, you might have just started like a week ago. Like, people forget how invested we get into this game when we first start out, and that is something that we have to remember. It's the new player base, players who are pretty new, and just people in general who are casuals who log in every day, who have something to look forward to. Like, Dokkan, something people look forward to, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up. If you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe and do all that greatness. Thank you guys so much for the support on the last couple of videos, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Maybe I'll come up with a different topic for tomorrow regarding this. So, or if any news updates, I'll let you guys know. So I'll see you guys soon. Peace out, everybody.